you don't mind, ma'am.
Is this the important help you needed?
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm going to need a lot more help than that. To the desk, ma'am. You see these two pieces of paper, ma'am? You can see that there is a missing piece. And I kept saying to myself, I kept thinking, there's Edmund locked in there in the safe. Now just supposing I'm right and you're wrong. There he is, locked in there by the murderer. And he certainly must have known who that was. If I'm right, that is. Would you agree, ma'am?
If you insist.
Then I said to myself, if I was Edmund, if I knew I was going to die in there, I would want the murderer punished. I would certainly want the police to know who murdered me.
But you have nothing to write with, Edmund.
Absolutely correct. And even if I could have written out an accusation, I would have no way of being certain who would be the first person to open the safe and find it or destroy it. I mean, for all Edmund knew, it could have been the murderer who would be the first person to open the safe. But I can't get it out of my head that the dead man left us something. A message. Some sort of sign.
Ah, the missing piece of paper.
Not exactly, ma'am. That's a puzzle, all right. But I keep thinking that Edmund maybe left us a different kind of puzzle. These safe deposit boxes, ma'am, they've all been in and out of the safe a half dozen times since the murder. Stacked every which way. May I put them here?
Sure.
Now, you remember that Edmund had black paint under his fingernails and on his belt buckle like he was trying to scratch at something. And the only black paint with scratches is on these boxes. Nice, fresh, new scratches. Do you see the scratches, ma'am?
Ah, his message from the grave.
Please, ma'am, bear with me. It's like we have to interpret them, put them in some kind of order. If there is an order, that is. That's why I need your help, ma'am, your particular kind of mind. I suppose we could start almost anywhere. Let's turn this top box over and see what that's like. What do you make of that, ma'am?
V? V for victory? Perhaps he was expressing his life force. Or is it V for Veronica? How very cruel of her. Do you think Veronica did it, Lieutenant?
Oh, I doubt that, ma'am. I doubt that very much. But she could have got an idea who did kill him.
Really? What a clever girl she is. Perhaps it's upside down, huh? Oh. Ah, an unfinished A for Annie. Did Annie, my maid, do it? We haven't got a butler.
Abigail Mitchell. A for Abigail, ma'am.
Was he accusing me? Are you accusing me, Lieutenant? I wasn't here.
Right, ma'am. That's a fact. Well, let's take this second one and turn it around. Well, we could turn this upside down, put it on top.
A why? Maybe it's a cosmic question. Why? Dear Edmund in the safe, questioning the meaning of life.
Or why he was murdered, ma'am.
Oh, every character I write knows exactly why he was murdered. Let's try again.
About those car keys. The only way you could have got them after Edmund left is for Edmund to have come back before you left for the airport. And you were with him, ma'am. Edmund and you were together.
That's very extravagant of you, Lieutenant. Can you prove that?
No, ma'am. No. Not a chance. What do you make of that, ma'am?
An arrow pointing straight down. You think he wanted to call attention to his new shoes?
Excuse me, ma'am.
An arrow pointing straight to heaven. Heaven's my destination. Wanted us to know the light doesn't work. He was always a bit of a complainer.
It's the title page from your manuscript, ma'am.
The night I was murdered?
It's the missing piece. You see, these two words have been rubbed out by a burned match. Would you mind reading it for me, ma'am? Out loud, please, ma'am.
I was murdered.
Go on, ma'am.
By Abigail Mitchell.
Murdered by Abigail Mitchell. Deathbed testimony. That's considered very strong evidence, ma'am. I'm taking out the veal, sir. And I'm going to add my shallots and my mushrooms and let them bubble around in the pan for a minute or so.
You look perfectly at home in the kitchen. It's amazing.
When I was growing up, sir, that's where we spent most of our time. We had a living room, but that was mostly for visits from the teacher and funerals. I'm adding the wine, sir.
Your wine.
Oh, just set it down for a moment, sir. I want to stir this around for a minute or two. By the way, the night Victoria died, you never did intend to eat his whole meal, did you, sir?
What makes you say that?
Well, the appointment book, sir, Mr. Rossi had you down for 8 o'clock.
I arrived at 8 o'clock.
But then you went to the airport later on.
To pick up Mr. Ossi?
Mr. Oso says that he came in on the movie flight. And according to the airline schedule, sir, the only movie flight arrived at 8:55. And since you planned to meet that plane, Mr. Gerard, there is no way that you could have enjoyed an entire meal and still got to the airport in 55 minutes. So you knew that you were going to leave early, sir. You never intended to eat Vittorio's dinner.
Bravo. Lieutenant, guilty. I was going to make some excuse to Vittorio. As it turned out, I didn't have to. You're doing very well. Very well. What else have you learned?
I'm adding the veal to the pan, sir. Oh, the boys at the lab finally got a fix on that poison the killer used. It was Japanese blowfish poison.
Fugu? Can't be serious. Fugu?
It's a terrific poison. The killer knew we couldn't trace it. And between you and me, he had access to that kind of fish. There's a fish store in Little Tokyo that buys them off a couple of fishermen.
But how did the murderer get the fugu poison into the bottle? Excuse the outburst, Lieutenant. Lieutenant, Vittorio was alone when he opened the bottle.
Right, sir. Right.
Right.
Vittorio was indeed alone. That's the point, sir. Now, a very odd thing happened here the other day when I was recreating the crime, as they say. Just before you arrived here at Vittorio's kitchen, Albert took this apart for me because I wanted to take the cartridge down to the lab to have the boys check it out.
And what did they find?
Not a thing, sir, but, and here's what's odd. Albert put a nice, fresh, new, full cartridge into the opener for me. And nobody used that opener until last night when just before the banquet, I myself, sitting right here, tried to open a bottle of wine. And the opener was empty, sir. Flat out.
From which you concluded?
I asked myself, how does a full cartridge become an empty cartridge without opening any bottles? And the answer was, somebody's been switching bottle openers around here.
Switching?
Switching more than once, sir. That's my opinion. And then there's this. You see this, sir?
Yes.
Well, this hollow needle could also hold a tiny bit of poison, probably injected with a hypodermic syringe. And that's what the killer prepared, sir. He took an opener identical to the one that Vittorio used, and he put poison in the needle. And he took that opener with him to the dinner. And at an opportune time, he switched the openers. So when Vittorio was by himself in the kitchen, and the boy was showing you to the door, Vittorio used the switched opener to poison his own wine. You understand, sir?
Lieutenant, I regret to tell you that I understand all too well.
It was a terrific scheme, sir. Your only mistake was coming back the next night so that you could switch back the openers. so we couldn't find any trace of poison. And that was right after Albert put in the fresh cartridge.
Brilliantly deduced. Shall we drink to your successful solution of the case?
I couldn't have done it, sir, without your help.
On the other hand, there remains a matter of proof.
Oh, I can't prove any of this, sir. But it did bother me that there was a poisoned opener around the exact twin of this one. So when I came in here today, I took the trouble of putting a little nick in the top. Right there, sir. But you'll notice there is no nick. See?
Yes?
It must be a different opener.
No question about it.
I wouldn't, sir. Don't drink. You switch the openers again. But I switched the glasses. That's the poison glass, sir. The glass I was supposed to drink. I'll just keep this for the boys down in the lab. That's what they call proof. You must try this, sir. I'm really interested in your opinion.
You're a very able man, Lieutenant. I respect that. But I really don't care for you very much.
You know, sir, I was thinking the same thing about you. I respect your talent. But I don't like anything else about you. The dressing is perfect.
Thank you. When did you first suspect me?
Well, as it happens, sir, about 2 minutes after I met you.
That can't be possible.
Oh, you made it perfectly clear, sir, the very first night. When you decided to come to the restaurant, directly after you were informed that Victoria was poisoned.
I was instructed to come here by the police.
And you came, sir.
Yes.
After eating dinner with a man that had been poisoned. You didn't go to a doctor. You came because the police instructed you. You didn't go to a hospital. You didn't even ask to have your stomach pumped, Mr. Gerard. That's the damnedest example of good citizenship I've ever seen.
I see. I see.
What do you think?
Lieutenant, I wish you had been a chef.
I understand, sir. Quite a stunt, isn't it, sir? I mean, the way the dogs go to the phone like that.
What the hell are you playing at?
Oh, just my game, sir. You're good at tennis and word games, and Dr. Hunter, he was a winner with women. This is my game. He's my partner. I call him Charlie.
Really? You have a morbid streak, Lieutenant. I should have suspected that.
It's as if the dogs were trained to be right there at the phone when Dr. Hunter got that call, just before he was murdered. And the murderer had to be certain that this was the only phone that would ring. May I show you, sir? In the study. You know, Judge Metzler countermanded the order on Laurel and Hardy. That was very good luck for us, sir. You remember this phone was disconnected. That's so Dr. Hunter would answer in the kitchen, where the dogs came in. Don't feel you have to comment, sir. It's just a theory. Do you mind, sir? I really enjoy the game, and I don't get much chance. Would you care to join me? Oh, I found this tennis ball, sir. It's like the kind you use, with dog tooth marks on it. I found it out at the old Callahan movie range. Where you got this baby spot, sir?
Yes, I've visited Callahan's.
That's where the murderer trained his dog, sir. On the Western Street. With a hanging dummy, sir. Made out of straw. Just like the one that's in there. The same kind of straw, sir, that the technicians found in your kitchen that day. And you know what the murderer did? He took a loudspeaker and he put it inside the dummy to repeat the kill commands so that the dogs would tear anyone apart when they heard that attack word. If you'll just look in that pocket there, sir. You see this, sir? That's what the murderer dressed the dummy with, out there on that old Western Street. I found that when I went back there to take a second look. This is a torn piece from Dr. Hunter's missing jacket, so the dogs would take the scent, sir, to reinforce the kill command. Doesn't that make sense to you, sir?
What does all this have to do with me, Lieutenant?
Well, Charlie died in your house. The dogs are your dogs. 14 balls, sir. And then there's your wife. If you'll just look in that pocket, sir. Dr. Hunter and your wife. It must have been one of those time delay snapshots. There's a whole bunch of photos just like that in Dr. Hunter's desk. Maybe that's how you found out about their affair, sir. And you picked up those photographs that day that I was in Dr. Hunter's apartment. Only I took this one first, sir. Before you got there.
You play a first-rate game, Lieutenant.
Well, my father taught me, sir. So that was the motive, their affair. That's why you killed your wife, Dr. Mason. I can't prove that. I can certainly prove that you killed Dr. Hunter.
Not without the kill command, Lieutenant.
Oh, that won't be necessary, sir. It was really a very simple case. Starting with that kitchen phone, sir. Because you're the one that called Dr. Hunter. You claim you were at your physician's having your heart examined, which was true. Your electrocardiogram, sir. Just before 3 o'clock, your physician left you alone for a resting trace. At that moment, you were lying down in a restful position, and your heart showed a calm, slow, easy beat. But look at this part. Right here. Lots of sudden stress. Lots of excitement. Right here at 3 o'clock, your heart beating like a hammer just before the dogs attacked. Oh, you killed him with a phone call, sir. I'll bet my life on it. A very simple case. Not that I'm particularly bright, sir. I must say, I found you disappointing. I mean, your incompetence. You left enough clues to sink a ship. Motive, opportunity. And for a man of your intelligence, sir, you got caught in a lot of stupid lies. A lot of them.
Laurel, Hardy. I think you deserve the whole package, Lieutenant. The total picture. Everything to make your case complete.
Oh, I think I've made my case.
Watch the dogs. Rosebud. Rosebud!
Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. Now, when I say that's it, that's it. All right, one more kiss and that's it. All right, that's it, fellas. That's it. Is that what you call a conditioned response, sir? The way you just turned those dogs on me?
You knew the command.
The point is, sir, you knew the command. I didn't know it. I just heard it. It was on this tape machine. You see this, sir? That's what they call a voice-operated control. When this is attached to this, like this, and somebody talks, it switches on automatically. Now, I had this in my pocket that night a few weeks ago when you and I played the word game. And I played that for the dogs. And just by accident, sir, they heard that part where you and I stood out by the gate and talked about Citizen Kane.
And Charles Foster Kane dies.
And that's where it all begins.
With his last word, Rosebud.
Laurel and Hardy, they went crazy. And then there was this lady dog trainer. And she knew how to deprogram the dogs. So now, instead of killing when they heard the word, they kissed. It's like trading one conditioned response for another. You understand, sir. Can I try this again, sir?
Very good, Lieutenant. Remarkable, really. You take control very well, all the way. I'd swear you'd taken my course.
Oh, no, sir. Oh, no. Never. It's just that I enjoy the pleasure of the game.